What's up, guys? Mr. Lee Redden here with episode number 2 of the Bristol City Story. I've now completed the first section of games. I was only supposed to do 12, but I have done 13 or 14, I can't actually remember off the top of my head, due to having 2 games postponed due to international call-ups. So the fixtures were a little bit all over the shop, so I've evened it out a little bit. There are some teams that still have games in hand, but it's only one, so it's not too bad. So let's get into the details first. Transfers I'll go through actually. I haven't actually signed anyone since the last episode. However, a few have gone out, though they're all on loan. I put my entire under 21s on the loan list or the transfer list. 2 are on the transfer list. That was Pearson and Fontaine, though Fontaine is out on loan at Yeovil at the moment, and Pearson is injured until next season pretty much, so those 2 won't be going anywhere. But I've put everyone else on loan, and as you can see there, they've actually gone out. Quite a few of them gone out. Jack Batten's gone out on loan to Grimsby for 3 months. They're all 3 months loans. I think it's 3 months, is it? August, September? Yeah, 3-month loans. Jack Batten's gone out on loan to Grimsby. Elliot Nelson's gone to Oxford City. Tom King goes to Boreham Wood. Jordan Winter's gone to Luton. Chris Abbott is at Oxford City, as well as Elliot Nelson. Mitch Brundell is at Bath. Luke Dobby is at Nuneaton. Esteban Lopez is at Barnet. Kevin Kranz is at Gateshead. And Toby Ajala is at Forest Green. They've all gone out on 3-month loans initially. Most of them have had their loans extended as well, which is quite good. Though I do prefer to send them out on loan for the entire season, but due to the limits on loans you can have during the season, most of them go for 3 months. So going to leave it like that for the moment, but I'm not too fast, so I'm quite enjoying the fact they're getting games, especially Jack Batten, who is supposed to be, really, as you can see, is really rated for potential ability. Decent Premier Division central defender. So yeah, we're going to have to keep him for quite a bit. So that's the transfers I've come in. There is one in the pipeline actually. Wes Burns is due to be going to Forest Green on a 1-month loan. Quite nice having a wage budget for once. So that's actually quite good. Let's get into the fixtures. Not actually too sure if I did the friendlies. Did I do the friendlies? I can't remember. I think I did do the friendlies. If not, you can see the scores there. 2-0 against the under 21s. Lost to CSKA, lost to Hartlepool, lost to Hull, but beat Oxford City and beat Maxwood. So we went into the first game against Bradford. One thing actually I did notice very quickly, but I forgot to mention in the previous episode, is that the fixtures are actually the real life fixtures as well. So they're identical to the real life fixtures. So we start off with Bradford, beating 4-3. This game seems to be interesting. The shots there seems to be a load of shots and shots on target in each game. I'm probably going to make myself look stupid, but there seems to be quite a lot more than there normally is. So with Bradford, Sam Baldock put us 1-0 up in the 15th minute. Matt Taylor equalised for Bradford on the half-hour mark, and we went in 1-1. In the second half, Baldock in the 52nd minute put us 2-1 in front. He then completed his hat-trick, put us 3-1 in front 4 minutes later. With just over 15 minutes to go, Stephen McLaughlin made it 4-1, and then a couple of minutes later, Bradford's Naki Wells made it 4-2, and then Jason Kennedy pulled back a third in the 91st minute. It was a little bit of squeaky bum time, but we held on to take the 3 points on the opening day. Stats wise, 19 shots to 8 in my favour, 8 on target to their 6, and I had 54% possession. I then had the first round of the Capital One Cup, where I beat Southend 2-0. Sam Baldock in the 20th minute, and Marlon Harewood on the half-hour mark made it 2-0 to give us a win and safe passage through to round 2. I had 16 shots to their 10, 7 on target to their 3, and 52% possession. Have to admit, I thought that was going to be a little tougher than it was, so I was happy to go through. I then followed that up by winning the televised game at Coventry. that's the one, guys. Bristol City versus Coventry at Northampton's grounds. It's kind of interesting. Connor Thomas put Coventry 1-0 up in the 53rd minute. 2 minutes later, Leon Lobjolt made it 2-0 for them in the 55th. However, on the 70th minute, Sam Baldock began to come back with a goal 20 minutes from time. 8 minutes later, John Fleck missed a penalty for Coventry to put them 3-1 up. We made him pay by 3 minutes later with Scott Wagstaff equalising. And then in the 91st minute, Nicky Shorey put one in the back of the net to give us a 3-2 win. We then suffered our first draw of the season, a 0-0 draw with Wolves, which, to be fair, I would take, considering they're the pre-season favourites. They're pre-season favourites, and I'm actually second favourites to go for the title, which is a little weird. Match stats: 16 shots each. They had 8 on target to my 2, and 50% possession. So, I suppose you could say I was lucky to actually get away with a point. Suffered my first defeat of the season, 4-2 of the MK Dons. Scott Wagstaff put them 1-0 up in the 11th minute. 4 minutes later, former MK Dons striker Sammy Baldock got injured. Samir Carruthers pulled MK Dons level with just 10 minutes to go till half time. A couple of minutes later, Billy Knott put MK Dons 2-1 up, and we went into half time 2-1 down. Ben Reeves in the 57th minute put it 3-1 up, and then with just 12 minutes to go before the end, Patrick Bamford made it 4. Ryan Taylor did pull one back for us with 4 minutes to go. It wasn't enough, and an appalling start to the second half really paid for us to get anything, and we ended up losing 4-2. Match stats: 25 shots to 12 in their favour. They had 11 on target to my 3, and they had 54% of the possession. We then followed that up by going out of the Capital One Cup in the second round, losing to QPR. J. Emmanuel Thomas put us 1-0 up in the second minute. 8 minutes later, Brendan Maloney put through his own net. Then on the stroke of half time, Joey Parton put them 2-1 up with a penalty, and they never looked back. For some reason, and I heard this is actually, or was a bug, I believe, on the beta, but the defenders' ratings seem to be very low, even if you draw 0-0. Now, it's a guarantee, as proven by Nicky Shorey, or not proven by Nicky Shorey, but an example is Nicky Shorey here. I will pretty much have, even if I draw 0-0 or win 1-0, I can have someone under a rating of 6. And it's very nice. I've had it before, where I've been a goal down at half time, and my entire defence has a rating under 6. It doesn't make sense. That's not made sense, and also the stats here don't always make sense. It's quite high sometimes. QPR had 19 shots to 9. They had 7 on target to my 4, and they had 62% of possession. Followed that up with a 0-0 draw at Gillingham. A little bit frustrating. As you can see there, 0-0, and yeah, one of their players gets 5.9. One of the defenders gets 5.9. Match stats was 5 shots to 7 in their favour. I had 3 on target to their 1, and I had 56% of the possession, so I think the draw was quite even, to be fair. I then followed that up, beating Peterborough 1-0 at home. Sammy Baldock with 5 minutes to go, giving us the win, and a very important win over one of our rivals. 17 shots to 6 in my favour, 9 on target to their 1, and I had 53% of the possession. That's also something, it seems to be quite tough to score on this game, or the fact that we're just shocking in front of goal. We then followed that up by losing 2-0 at home to Shrewsbury, typical FM. Kudus Oyenuga or something like that, Oyenuga, I don't know, put Shrewsbury 1-0 out with 7 minutes to go before half time, and then Tom Bradshaw made a save for Shrewsbury in the 92nd minute to give them a 2-0 win, and a really annoying result for us after beating Peterborough in the previous game. I had 10 shots to their 7, 5 on target to my 4, and they had 59% of possession. I followed that up with a 0-0 draw against our local rival Swindon. Marvinelli again injured with 15 minutes to go, and I was very surprised to actually find that we didn't concede a goal after that injury, which seems to be the norm for me on Football Manager. And again, Ex-Swindon defender Aidan Flynn had a 5.6 even though it was 0-0. Stats wise, 14 shots to 9 in my favour, 7 on target to their 4, and they had 51% possession, so a little disappointing to come away with a 0-0, but I'll take that away from home. We then went on a decent run, beating Colchester 1-0. James Wilson giving us the winner in the 73rd minute, and we held on to take the 3 points. 15 shots to 13 in my favour. I had 7 on target to their 5. We have 51% possession. Followed that up with win number 2, a 2-0 win at Port Vale. Joe Bryan put us 1-0 up in the 19th minute, and then on the stroke of half time, Sammy Baldock made it 2 to wrap up the points. They had 11 on target to my 7, 6 on target to my 3. I should have been 11 shots to 7 in their favour. 6 on target to my 3, and they had 57% of the possession. So to lose 2-0 is very frustrating for them. I know I'd be fuming. I then beat Oxford 5-0 in the first round of the Johnston's paint. Sammy Baldock put us 1-0 up in the 4th minute. James Wilson doubled the lead in the 16th minute, and then again on the stroke of half time, Sammy doubled his tally to make it 3. And then we had to wait till the 77th minute for Sammy to complete his hat-trick, and a couple of minutes later Moran Pack made it 5, and we were resounding winners and through to round number 2. We had 22 shots to their 3, 11 on target to their 0, and they had 51% of the possession. We then followed that up with our first defeat in the league in 3 games, losing 2-1 at Crewe. Tom Eves put Crewe 1-0 up in the 24th minute, and then with 4 minutes to go before half time, he doubled the tally to make it 2-0. Wagstaff did pull one back for us on the stroke of half time, however we weren't able to make our chances count in the second half, and we ran out 2-1. We ran out losing 2-1. They had 20 shots to 12, 10 on target to my 8, and they had 54% of the possession. We actually backed that up with a 1-0 home win against Brentford. Sammy Baldock in the 66th minute, giving us the winner, and I think that's about his 10th goal of the season, I think. Stats wise, is 14 shots to 8 in their favour. They had 5 on target to my 4, and they had 62% of the possession, so I think you could say they were a little disappointed to come away with that with losing. I then lost 1-0 with Carlisle. Lee Miller in the 12th minute, putting them 1-0 up. Neil Kilkenny got injured in the 37th minute. That was the only thing of any significance to us, and we ended up losing 1-0. Stats wise, on the other foot, 13 shots to 8 in my favour. I had 5 on target to their 3, but they did have 53% of the possession, so it was a little disappointing to come away with a 1-0 defeat. And in the final game of the section was a 3-1 win at home to Crawley. Aidan Flynn in the 24th minute put us in front going into half time. Francois Zoko in the 47th minute pulled Crawley level, but then with 20 minutes to go, Flint got his second of the game and put us 2-1 up. 6 minutes later, Wagstaff scored to make it 3-1 and to give us the 3 points. And to top it off, in real life, we beat Crawley tonight 2-0 to move out of the relegation zone. Happy days indeed. So it's 13 shots to 10 in our favour. We had 9 on target to their 6, and they had 57% of the possession. So that was it for the fixtures, guys. As you can see, in the FA Cup first round, I have got Squirrel North team Leamington away. That could be a little bit embarrassing. Unfortunately, I've been drawn against QPR in the Johnston's Paint quarter-final. I've just realised I actually missed the first round. We drew with Cheltenham 0-0, went for on penalties 3-2. Stats-wise, I was lucky. They had 9 to my 5, 5 shots on target to my none, and I had 53% possession. So I won that, then beat Oxford. I'm in the quarterfinals against Peterborough. Don't really expect to get anything there, but if I do, I have a feeling I could go all the way. In the table, I am 5th. 14 games played, 7 won, 3 drawn, 4 lost, 18 goals to 15, and 24 points. I'm 4 points off of Lane Orient, but it's not going too badly because I am where I need to be, really. I'm just going to check to make sure. Yeah, job is stable. I mean, when it says get a promotion, if you make it to the playoffs, I really reckon they should keep you into the playoffs, and then if you don't make it, then you possibly should get the sack, to be fair. Coventry are struggling. They still haven't got into positive figures yet, to be fair. And Wolves are no surprise to be winning it. Leyton Orient in second. Now that normally would have been weird to me, but considering how they're going along in real life, it's about normal. Stats wise for the players, anything of any note? None whatsoever. So we'll go and have a look at our own squad. Should be Sammy Baldock with the leading goal scorer. There we go. And it is. He's got 11. Let's just check the details. Where the hell am I going? Is that one? Nope. That one? Nope. Oh no, it was that one. Right in front of me. He's got 7 in the league and 4 in the cup. And I think he needed 8 to be on the thing for the league. So it's not gone too badly, to be honest. Finance wise, we are losing money every month. So you got 4 million there, and I'm only supposed to have under $500,000 at the end of the season. That's not great, obviously. My kit sponsor ends of this season, so hopefully I can go up and maybe get a bit more. I've got a net debt of 24 million. Wow, that is absolutely terrible. But I'm not surprised, to be quite honest, because that's pretty much, we've lost about 50 or 60 mil over the last couple of years. So that's it for this episode, guys. Leave some likes, leave some comments, subscribers as well. Subscribe, that would be excellent. That's what I meant, not subscribers. That's a bit stupid. But tune in next time, guys, for the updates at the halfway stage. So that will be 9 games, which will be a bit shorter than normal. So we've got Oldham, Tranmere 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the Stevenage home game, thankfully that's actually at the end of the year, which is quite easy to work out where we need to get to. But tune in next time, guys, for the halfway stage update of how I'm doing. Until then, guys, take it steady.